Very good morning to one and all present
Good
here.
morning. Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. Uh, we are from Sangam University, which is located at Bhilwara, Rajasthan, and we are organizing an international workshop on big data analytics using Spark by Dr. Asari Srinivasulu. He is He received his BTech CSc in Computer Science from Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh in the year of 2000 and completed his MTech in Intelligent System from Triple IT Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh in the year of 2004. He received his PhD from JNTUA Anantapur. Currently, he is working as head research and professor of information technology at Bluecrest University, Liberia. He has got 18 years of teaching and industrial experience. He served as head department of information technology, SV College of Engineering, Tirupati during 2007 to 2009. He has received National Award Bharat Vidya Ratan from International Business Council, Delhi, in December 2018. He has received State ITAP 2020 award Best Teacher IT Teacher of the Year from ITAP and Tutors Pride, Hyderabad. He has received his uh, mm, he has received many awards such as mentorship from IBM Challenge Contest, Microsoft in 2011-12, Best SPOC, NPTEL, SWAM, and many more things. He has two DST grant worth 1 lakh and 9 lakhs rupees. And his area of interest includes big data analytics, data mining, data warehousing, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, pattern recognition, machine learning, software engineering. He is a professional member of CSI, SEM, IST, ING, IST, NASCOM, and many more extras. So, without wasting any time, I would like to request Professor Dr. Asari sir to kindly start with our international workshop on big data analytics using Spark. Welcome,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir, for a nice introduction. Good morning, one and all. Today, we are going to have the topic Big Data Analytics using Spark. It is an international workshop. Uh, Sir has given complete introduction about myself. And currently, I'm working in Bluecrest University, Monrovia. It is a capital of Liberia. And everybody knows big data term definition and what is Spark and how we are utilizing Spark for big data sets. Spark is a open source tool and what are the Spark transformations and Spark actions and MLib, machine learning library, how to utilize for big data analytics. Okay, I think everybody knows the big data definition. Before going to this Spark, I would like to have a few things about the FAS. I think students, you may be knowing complete knowledge of FAS. FAS expansion is free open source software. It allows users to programmers. You can edit the data, you can edit the code, and you can modify the code, and you can reuse the code. That is the flexibility is there in the FAS. This gives us developers the opportunity to improve programming functionality by modifying it your own style. If you take examples, what are the FAS tools are there? What are the FAS software is there? Linux, everybody knows. It is a popular operating system. A simple question to my dear students. Can anyone knows the expansion of Linux? Linux expansion. Look into new version of Unix, which is a popular operating system which is developed by Linus Torvalds from Finland. He is a 16-year-old boy. While playing internet games, he invented that operating system. It is a fast tool. It is a free open source software, freely downloadable from the net, and you can install that operating system, interaction between user and hardware. And Hadoop. Hadoop is also one of the free open source software. It is a software framework. Based on the Java programming, we are using Hadoop framework. Then comes to Spark. Spark is also one of the software programming framework, but it supports 4 languages: Java, Python, or Scala. These are the 4 programming languages supported by the Spark framework. Then HBase. HBase is a database tool which is integrated in Hadoop software framework. We can develop a huge real-time database. And Java, everybody knows. And Python, it is also one of the free open source software, and it is popularly known nowadays because of containing rich number of packages are involved in the Python programming. That's why Python is so popular nowadays. Weka, it is also one of the free open source software. Waikato Environment Knowledge for Analysis. For analyzing the data sets, we are using Weka tool. Then Hive. Hive is a data warehousing tool which is integrated in Hadoop environment. I'll give you a small example. Facebook company, they have used for a backend database tool as a Cassandra. It is not performing triggers and actions very well. That's why they have changed to Cassandra to Hive database and data warehousing tool. That is the popularity of this free open source software called Hive. If you see, all are these free fast tools. Then especially spoken tutorial project, which is developed by IIT Bombay under NME ICT, National Mission on Education through ICT. They have done 1,000 crore project on FAS, free open source software. And it is freely available, all spoken tutorials. The caption of spoken tutorial project is Talk to a Teacher. All spoken tutorials are available in the website www.spokentutorial.com, which is organized by IIT Bombay. There you can find Linux tutorials, Hadoop tutorials, Spark tutorials, Hive, HBase, etc. And these are the few more open source software: Android and Java, Python, PHP, Drupal, MongoDB, Moodle, and OpenOffice and server software. These are the few application software and operating systems. And coming to spoken tutorial project, this is the URL: http://spoken-tutorial.org. It is a very big project done by the IIT Bombay. It is a 1,000 crore project where nearly 65 subjects, open source software tutorials are presented in that website. You can download and you can have that spoken tutorials, and you can forward to your students. They can listen and they can write online certification exam for their career. And a few examples I'm going to give you. Learn open source software for free, that is Linux, LaTeX, Scilab, and Python, PHP, MySQL. And the spoken tutorial project which is organized by IIT Bombay makes this possible, and you don't have to leave your campus. You can have this beautiful spoken tutorials. If you see now what is happening in the worldwide, Would you like to see now? I'm going to show you what is happening in the worldwide. Just a second, I'm sharing this link to you. Uh, if you type now what is happening in the world. My screen is visible,
Yes,
Parva
sir.
sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Uh, yes, thank you. Please check all of you. See the statistics about the world, what is happening today. Internet users in the world, see every second it is changing. Every second it is changing. The total number of internet users, you can't imagine such a huge number of participants or customers or users are there. Total number of websites, now it's open. Emails sent today, see how quickly numbers are increasing. And Google searches today, see so many users are per second, lakhs of users are they are searching. Blog post written today and tweets every second. Some lakhs of people are sending tweets and today, and videos viewed YouTube. See every second some 85,000 every second. See 85, 95, 1 lakh. You can't imagine such a huge number of users are they are watching, uploading. They are in the YouTube. Same way you can see photos uploaded today, Instagram. It is also one of the social network. See every second, everybody posting their personal, official, all the photos they are uploading and tweets, and see every second what is happening in the worldwide. If you see Facebook active users, Facebook active users are a little bit slow comparatively others, and Google active users are a bit slower than the others, and Twitter active users are a bit slow. They are see same way you can find and if you see uh, Pinterest active users, Skype users. See now every second how many users are joining in the Skype, and a few websites. See, computers sold today. It is every second they are purchasing. Every second one computer, 900. See, every second 25, 26 laptops are sold out. Smartphone. Every second, see how many users are. See, this is about we are living in the internet world. Now the data is increasing enormously. Huge amount of data is transferring from end to end, system to system, server to server, server to computer, computer to server. See internet traffic today. If you see how much GBs per day internet traffic today, you can't imagine such a huge terabytes, petabytes of data is every second, petabytes of data, hexabytes of data. Uh, you can't imagine such a huge volume of data is internet traffic today. Same way electricity used per second. This why I am explaining all these. uh, we are living in the digital era, and check the statistics in the worldwide. Every second it is changing. Now today, welcome back to our session. Today I am going to explain the concept big data fundamentals, big data architecture, big data challenges, and the Spark ecosystem, Spark framework, then Spark transformations. What are the Spark transformations are there? How to use for our data sets, and Spark actions. How many actions we can use in the big data sets for generating the interested analytics of the data sets. And Spark MLIP stands for Machine Learning Library. In this machine learning library, we are going to use clustering, classification, association rule mining, outlier detection, various data mining and big data techniques in machine learning algorithm we are using. Then how to use classification using Spark, clustering using Spark, and Spark challenges. What are the Spark challenges are there? And classification is dividing into two categories based on the label. We are dividing the data set. We are classifying the data. It is a supervised learning. There are various algorithms we are using, such as k-means algorithm, decision tree algorithm, neural networks, classification technique, various classification techniques we are using. Then clustering. Clustering is a group of objects. That objects are having similar behavior in the nature. We are using various clustering algorithms in Spark environment, such as k-means clustering. You can use a c-means clustering, k-means clustering, and various clustering algorithms we are using. Density-based clustering and hierarchical clustering and DB scan, various algorithms we are using. What are the Spark challenges are available? So before going to our topic, big data analytics, what is the prerequisite of big data? I think everybody knows. Just remind what is meant by data. In order to know the big data concepts, you need to have fundamentals on these are the topics like data. Data is a raw material or facts or images. It can be a text, it can be a graphics, audio, video, any kind of data is called raw material. Then information. Information is nothing but it is a processed data. And data is,
Excuse me, sir.
tell me.
Screen is not sharing, sir.
Okay, sorry, sir. I'm sharing my screen now. 1 second.
Thank you, sir.
So, thank you. No. Resume screen. Now it is coming?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And information is nothing but processed data. And database is a collection of interrelated data. And DBMS nothing but collection of software such as SQL, MySQL, Teradata, and MS Access. These are the various databases we are using in traditional relational databases. And what is meant by database system? Database system is a combination of data and plus DBMS. So how to organize the data with the help of all relational databases such as SQL, MySQL, Teradata, MS Access. Okay, and what is meant by data mart? Data mart, storing of small amount of data in the server is called data mart. It is a subset of data warehousing. What is meant by data warehouse? Data warehouse is nothing but storing of large amount of data in the server, and collection of high integrated servers at one place is called data center. That is, we used to call it as a cloud computing. Cloud computing is a internet based technology. The backbone of cloud computing is a data center and virtualization. Virtualization means the ability to perform multiple tasks in a single system. We can install 2 operating systems at a time with the help of VMware, hypervisor, Xen, virtual iron. Then the backbone of cloud computing is a data center. Everybody knows data center is nothing but integration of high computing servers at one place is called a data center. Then once we are storing huge amount of data in the server, we would like to extract a meaningful interested analytics from the data center. That is called data mining. So data mining is the process of extracting meaningful, interested knowledge or analytics from the huge amount of data. Then, so in data mining, again, we are using various machine learning techniques such as classification techniques, clustering techniques, and association rule mining techniques like FP growth and a priori algorithms and outlier detection algorithms we are using. And the ultimate goal of come to the point, big data analytics. Big data analytics is nothing but we are dealing with 3 V's. It is not confined to only 3 V's. We are having various V's also. I am going to explain while running of the talk. The majorly we are dividing into 3 V's: volume, velocity, variety. We are dealing with the large data sets in the real-time environment. We are analyzing the data and applying machine learning algorithms, and we are generating the interested analytics from the huge volume of data. So volume says that what is the size of the data, and the velocity says that speed of the data, motion of the data. We are uploading data and downloading the data. Then variety says that what is the size of the, I mean, how many types of files we are handling in the real-time environment. That is called variety. If you take real-time data sets such as Facebook, health data sets, educational data sets, supermarket data sets, these are the even Sensex data sets, and the stock market like BSE, NSE, Bombay Stock Exchange data sets, real-time traffic data sets. These are the various huge volume of data sets. We are analyzing those data sets with help of Spark environment. We are going to generate interested analytics with the help of machine learning algorithms. So that is then finally nowadays data science is so popular. It is a buzzword in the market. It deals with the scientific methods, process algorithms such as machine learning algorithms like classification, clustering, association rule mining, etc. And we are using statistical methods, and we need to have systems knowledge. This is the prerequisite of big data. If you are having any doubts, please ask me while running the video, or I mean talk. You can interact with me if you are having any doubts. My dear students, if you are having any doubt,
Sir, I think,
ah,
sir, I think the questionnaire sessions will start at the last.
yeah,
So that will be better.
yeah. And can anyone knows what is the specific name of this logo? There is a specific jargon of this logo, and there is a specific name for this logo. Don't say it is a big data. It is a special type of name for this logo. Can anyone remind me? If you doesn't know, no problem. I'm going to give you answer for this logo. Usually this logo publicizing about big data, it includes all the stuff like software, hardware, technologies, what are the social network data sets we are using, database, all kinds of data, all kinds of tools, technologies, everything is presented in this big data. The specific name of this one is big data word cloud. This is the terminology or jargon of big data we are using. It is called word cloud. Then coming to about big data, everybody thinking that big data is new. Big data is only about massive data volume. Big data means only Hadoop. Big data need a data warehouse. Big data means only unstructured data. Big data is for social media or sentiment analysis. These are the myths. Big data deals all kinds of data. Big data needs data warehouse. Big data deals with unstructured, structured, semi-structured data, everything. And please. Okay. So everybody knows big data is high volume, high velocity, and high variety information assets that demand cost effective, innovative forms of information processing for enhanced insight and decision making. This is the beautiful definition says that three V's: high volume, velocity, variety. So big data is data which is too large, too complex, and too dynamic for any conventional data tools to capturing the data, storing the data, and managing the data, retrieving the data, and analyzing the data. This is the purpose. If you see the major characteristics of big data volume, it says that size of the data, whether we are dealing with the megabytes of the data, gigabytes of the data, terabytes of the data, petabytes of the data, what is the size of the data we are handling in the real time environment. And data velocity says that data in speed, it deals with the whether real-time data, near-time data, periodic data, or legacy data, batch processing data, which data we are handling, what is the speed of the data. Then data variety. Data variety says different files we are handling, whether we are handling structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data, whether it is audio, videos, the photo, web, etc. Then big data analytics. It is the process of examining large amounts of data of variety of types to uncover hidden patterns, unknown correlations, and other useful information. So I would like to ask you a simple question. What is the big data caption? Caption. More data leads to the more knowledge. More knowledge leads to the more money. So more knowledge leads to better customer engagement, fraud prevention, and the new products. See, this is the caption of big data. You can remember long time. So why do we study more data? Why do we analyze more data? More data gives us more knowledge. More knowledge gives us more money. That is our business strategy. And the way back, the evolution of big data is the 10% of structured data we are dealing nowadays, and 90% of unstructured data like audio, video, text, graphics, animation, such as in the way back 1990s, we used to have CRM and ERP, and 2000 we are having a web 2.0. It includes photos, blogs, search, e-commerce, advertising, digital marketing, recommendations, etc. Now 2010 onwards, we are dealing with the high data complexity such as big data. Big data deals with the structured, unstructured, semi-structured data like music, photos, audio, video, text, graphics, animation. Then coming to the, there are three types of data we are handling in the real-time environment. Big data is a collection of data sets which is so large and complex that it is difficult to handle using DBMS tools like relational database tools. If you are using SQL, it is a product of Oracle company, and MySQL is a product of Microsoft company like Teradata, MS Access. DB2 is a product of IBM company. These are relational database tools. If you want to process unstructured data, these tools are not enough. That's why we are going to have specific tools like Hadoop, Spark, MATLAB, R, and Python. Even you can use Hive, HBase, etc. See, if you take real-time environment, Facebook alone generates more than 1,000 terabytes of data daily, whereas many other organizations like Jet Airway and Stock Exchange market generates terabytes of data every hour. There are three types of data sets we are handling in the real-time environment. That is called structured data. So with help of SQL, MySQL, Teradata, we are creating the tables and we are creating the databases. So this data is organized in a highly mechanized and manageable way. Then comes to the unstructured data. This data is raw and unorganized. It varies in its content and can change from entry to entry, like audio, video, text, graphics, animation. If you take YouTube is the best example for unstructured data. Even WhatsApp, if you take Facebook, Instagram, these social networks are having a complete unstructured data. So in order to process such kind of unstructured data, we are using Hadoop, Spark, software programming frameworks. And there are two major components are there in that Hadoop and Spark. Those are HDFS and MapReduce. HDFS is a Hadoop distributed file system. It is for storing of the data. And MapReduce, it is a programming model where we are executing the Java code, compiling and executing, finally deploying the application. Then coming to the semi-structured data, so it is a 50% of structured and 50% of unstructured data is a combination. Then why, sir, why do we want to study big data matters? Data growth huge and all the data is valuable. Data won't fit on a single system. That's why we use distributed data. Distributed data is nothing but faster computation. Big data matters for aggregating the data. We are generating the statistics of cricket. Nowadays, cricket is happening between India versus Australia. Uh, we have seen Virat Kohli made 12,000 runs within 256 innings. That statistics we are generating with the help of Spark and Hadoop frameworks and indexing, searching. Every day we are searching in the Google, and querying, discovering knowledge. So that's why big data is matters. Then how do we measure the data? I think everybody knows measuring of the data in a system or server or data center, but let me remind where it will end. So computer understands only ones and zeros. 1 bit is equal to 0 or 1. 4 bits is equal to 1 nibble. 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. 4 bytes is equal to 1 word. 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobytes is equal to megabytes, after gigabytes, then terabytes, then petabytes, ectabytes, yottabytes, jottabytes, infinity. No. Yesterday night I have searched two more terminologies presented. Can anyone remind me two more terminologies presented apart from this one? Can anyone remind me? There are two more jargon of measuring the data in big data systems. Okay, 1024 zettabyte is equal to 1 brontobyte. Keep in mind, 1024 brontobyte is equal to 1 geobyte. Not JIO geo. It ruined the students' life. So I'm saying GEO geobyte. 1024 brontobyte is equal to 1 geobyte. See, such a huge volume of data we are measuring. If you ask me, 1024 geobyte is equal to infinity. There is no measurement after that. So these are the two latest terminology, jargon. How do we measure the data in big data systems? If you want to see the normal and big data range in mathematics terminology, 1 petabyte is equal to 10 power 15, hexabyte is equal to 10 power 18, zettabyte is equal to 10 power 21, and yottabyte is equal to 10 power 24. Same way, brontobyte is equal to BB. Brontobyte is equal to 10 power 27. Then last geobyte in big data range. In mathematical terminology, 10 power 30. You can't imagine such a huge range of data. So then, sir, where we are coming? Where this data is coming? Big data sources. Tell me, sir. I would like to have such kind of huge data sources. If you want to have a static data set or a synthetic data set, you can go for UCI website. And a few more websites are there. You can download data sets, image data sets, text data sets, like any kind of mixed data sets from UCI website. And big data is everywhere, and it can help organizations, any industry in many different ways. Big data has become too complex and too dynamic to be able to process the data, storing the data, analyzing the data, and managing with the traditional data tools such as Hadoop, Spark, MATLAB, Python, etc. And the big data sources such as, if you see, social media data set, social media, it is one of the big data source. Then transactions from the bank sector, we are getting the huge volume of data. Then enterprise data we are getting, then public data we are getting, and sensor data we are getting, and social media data. Social media data contains Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. We are getting a huge volume of data. These are the big data sources. Then coming to structure of big data. Big data processing. There are three tiers are there: input layer and middle tier and final tier. In input layer, we are taking data sources such as structured data, unstructured data, as we are giving input to the system and we are selecting the tool big data analytics for generating. We are using Hive, MATLAB, MapReduce, and Hadoop, Spark. Then final layer, manager or principal would like to have the statistics or interested analytics through dashboards. We are generating bar chart, pie chart, and various charts we are generating. That is the structure of big data. Then coming to the various files of big data file formats, see, we can see and we can have audio, video, image, photos, documents, transactions, logs, emails, public records, and like various XML files and DB2 files, SQL files, books, documents, etc. These are the various file formats supported by the Hadoop and Spark. Then coming to the introduction, I mean challenges of big data, you can have
Excuse me, sir.
tell me, sir. My
Signal voice not came, sir.
sir, my video is not coming.
Video coming, voice was breaking, sir, in between. Not audible sometimes.
Okay.
Sir, all is clear. No problem. You can continue. Just you continue.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. It
Okay.
is
Thank you.
okay. And the major characteristics of big data. So far, we have seen only 3. Now I have included one more: veracity. So there are 7 characteristics are there, and volume, data at rest, velocity, data in motion, variety, data with multiple formats. Now I am including one more data: veracity. Veracity is one of the dimension of big data. It is data fuzzy or cloudy. If I'm asking, please tell me one value between 0 to 1. Some students are saying 0 0.1, 0 0.5, 0 0.7, 0 0.9. See, there is no correct data. So that's why it is called data veracity. It is also one of the major challenge in big data analytics. I mean, it is one of the characteristic and dimensions of big data. Then if you see the examples of volume, processing performance, course of modularity, class imbalance, curse of dimensionality. Then coming to variety, data locality, data heterogeneity, dirty and noisy data. Velocity says that data availability, real time and independent. And veracity says that data provenance, data uncertainty, dirty and noisy data. If you see the remaining 3, value and validity, visibility. I have explained volume, velocity, variety and veracity. Apart from 3 more V's came, that is called value. Value, validity, visibility. What is meant by value? Data alone is not enough. How can we value derived from it? Then validity, ensure that the interpreted data is sound. Then visibility, data from various sources or diverse sources needed to be stitched together. Then what are the major advantages of big data? And see, there are 4 major advantages of big data: reduce cost, how do we reduce cost in big data environment? Yes, we are downloading big data sets from the data center. So you no need to install any software, or you no need to purchase any server from your end. You can have a license from Amazon company. They are providing a huge computing power for rental basis. So by default, we are saving the expenditure on buying a server. That is one of the great advantage, reducing the cost. Likewise, understand the customer needs better, make processes more efficient, and detect risks and check frauds. These are the major advantages of big data analytics. Then, what are the major challenges of big data? If you see, these are the, according to Gartner survey, is the famous surveyist. He revealed the major challenges of big data. It includes analysis, capturing data complexity, volume, velocity, variety, and curation data. Everybody knows curation data. Curation is nothing but how many years of data we are handling, 1 year data, 6 months data, or certain period of data. That is called a curation of the data. Then performance, storage, search, transfer, visualization, privacy and security. These are the various challenges of big data. If you see, according to Gartner survey, he is the famous surveyist. He revealed every month is going to reveal which software is best in the world, which hardware is best in the world. So according to Gartner survey, he revealed challenges. The major challenge of big data is data complexity. It is see it is touching nearly 60% of data complexity. And then comes to the data volumes, then performance, then skills, then data velocity, then finally cost. So this is according to Gartner survey. These are the major challenges. Then if research issues in big data analytics, if master MTech students or master students, you can have a glance on these research issues. You can take up one project or mini project or one paper. These are the concepts like sentiment analysis in big data using machine learning, Spark framework, and opinion mining analysis in big data analytics using Spark and machine learning techniques, predictive learning, predictive mining analysis in big data environment. You can choose, even BTech final year students, you can take this one as your final year project. And post clustering analysis of the you can take health data set or GIS data set or traffic data set. Then you can have a pre-clustering analysis in big data using machine learning and Spark framework. How can capture and deliver data to right people in real time? This is also one of the project you can handle. You can take up for your masters or BTech final year students, and you can develop this big data analytics projects. How we can handle variety of forms of data in the real time environment. Then how we can store and analyze data given its size and computational capacity. These are the various research issues. I have listed few. If you want, I am going to forward this PowerPoint presentation to Kuntal sir. He is going to forward to you, and you can choose your final year or master's degree project. Then what are the 5 biggest challenges just now we have seen? We are using some technologies like cloud technology, network, collection, storage, research, analysis, volume, visualization. And these are the left side. We are having all the dimensions of big data and the issues, challenges, volume. See, it is a major characteristics, but the challenge is data scale. Scaling the data is nothing but we are increasing the size of the data. that is called a scaling. Then value, data usefulness in decision making. Velocity says that one more issue called data processing, batch processing or stream processing, streaming data. Streaming data is nothing but flow of the data between end to end, system to system, server to server. The flow between system to system is called streaming data. Best example is YouTube data. Veracity, data quality and accuracy. Viscosity, data complexity in the nature. Variability, data flow, inconsistency in the data. Volatility, data durability. Viability, data activeness. Validity, data properly understandable. Variety, data heterogeneity, structured, semi-structured, unstructured. These are the big data characteristics, issues, and challenges. So, in order to handle the big data challenges or big data sets, we are using various of popular tools. Top 10 tools I am going to reveal, and you can have for your final year thesis, BTech projects, BTech final year BTech projects. You can use as your final year projects if you choose these tools. See, I am using for data analytics a Spark. It is lightning fast cluster computing tool. Then I am using a data platform, Hadoop, data, data storing platform and data computing platform. Then for storing of a huge volume of data, I am using Hive, data warehousing tool, Hive. Honeybee with elephant toy. The logo is for a hive. Honeybee with elephant toy face. SQL and metadata we are handling. Then Kafka. Kafka for messaging or data bus. High throughput and distributed measure. We are using Kafka tool. Then programming purpose, we are using Scala. Scala stands for scalability. Powerful as Java, simple as Python. So that's why Scala is so popular nowadays. I'm going to teach you now Scala programming in this Spark environment. Then HBase, Apache HBase. HBase is a database tool for handling the real-time distributed data store. In order to store a database, we are using HBase. Then Flink. Flink is a streaming database tool. We are using Pig. Pig, how many of you know Pig? Pig is a popular streaming language, data flow language. Nowadays, all industry people are using a Pig programming language, and as well as Go language also nowadays industry people are using. Streaming, we are using Flink, and real-time streaming made easier. It is also one of the top 10 tool. Then Informatica. Informatica is a data warehousing tool for integration of the data. First ETL fully on Yarn. So it is so popular in the market. Then Tableau. Tableau is a visualization tool. How we are using R programming. R programming is a visualization programming language. Same way, Tableau is a visualization tool for generating the dashboards, generating the variety of charts. We are using Tableau. Then final one is Solar. It is Apache. Yours Google. For search and index purpose, we are using Solar tool. These are the top 10 areas and top 10 tools of big data analytics. Then coming to the what are the various applications of big data analytics. We are using social networks, cyber physical models applications. We are using big data technologies and Internet of Things, retail marketing, retail banking, and telecommunication, fraud detection, trading analytics, especially BSE and NSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, automotive and production, healthcare analytics, Various applications we can see now. See, through diagrammatic applications of big data, smart healthcare nowadays we are using these big data technologies, multi-channel sales, finance, log analytics, telecommunication, traffic control, and homeland security. These are the various fraud and risk data applications and retail applications, manufacturing, search quality. These are the various applications of big data analytics. So if you see real-time application Arogya Setu, there you are having plenty of huge volume of data is presented in Arogya Setu, which is India government released a beautiful app. Everybody can find who are the COVID patients near to us. Then this is the fundamentals of uh, big data analytics. Now I'm stopping this big data analytics introduction part. Now I'm going to start our practical part, Spark framework. Okay, let me ask any doubts. This introduction to big data. Any queries? One or two queries, please. Are you understanding this my lecture? Say yes or
Hello,
no.
good morning, sir.
Yes.
Tell me. What is
Uh,
your good
it's
name?
Jinesh Purat from BTech. It's Jinesh Purat, sir, from BTech Computer Science second year.
Very good, very good.
So,
Okay,
sir,
ask me.
I have heard about this famous data server and analytics tools provided by Microsoft Azure and
Yes,
Amazon AWS. So, how
yes,
long
yes.
since they would also offer the big data analytics through their tools? Like they are already quite famous, and people usually go for their servers to hold their data. So,
Yes, yes. Very good question. Very good question. Now I am answering for your question. See, Microsoft, they have released data analytics for, Microsoft Azure. There are, see, Microsoft Azure is a famous cloud. They have integrated a number of data analytics tools in that one. And see, they are not providing free of cost. That is the major drawback of Microsoft MS Azure. And so why it is not so popular nowadays, because see, Hadoop is so popular because free open source software. And your question is one more related to AWS, Amazon Web Services. Even
yes, sir.
Amazon having two famous clouds such as EC2 and AWS. S3. EC2 stands for Elastic Cloud Computing, and S3 stands for Simple Storage Cloud. Even they are having a high volume of data, and they are maintaining, and they are having their own data centers. The collection of high computing servers at one place. They are maintaining huge servers, and they're also having analytics tools, but they are not providing free of cost. That's why they are not popular. That's why all users are interested to go for free softwares like Hadoop and Spark. So if they release free versions, but they doesn't have many features incorporated in their tools, so I can't say how long they will provide for that free of cost. And soon we may expect some tools they are releasing for trial versions. We can have data analytics with their Amazon AWS tools and Microsoft Azure. And is it okay?
Okay, sir. So the basically problem with them is the cost effectiveness. Like they are not
Yes, yeah,
free to use.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, sir. Got
And
it. All clear.
thank, yeah. And any more questions? My dear students, please ask me, no hesitation. I'm expecting one or more. Introduction to big data analytics. I think you understood very well the fundamental concepts of big data analytics. If you are having in your mind any doubt, please ask me right now. Any question?
Sir, another one from me. May I ask?
Yeah. Sure. Please
Uh,
ask me.
Sir, in the start, as you have said, that there are more than 65 open source languages. So,
Yeah.
my question is, which language has the highest potential among all of these? Because it's not easy to like master every one of these languages. So, as a novice
Yeah.
developer or a novice individual
Yeah.
in this
Yeah. Yeah.
field, like what
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
be our choice to for a
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
go-to?
Yes. Fantastic question. Once again, give him a big round of applause to what is your good name?
Sir Jinesh Purat, thank you for that.
Dinesh. Yeah, very good question. For his question, my answer is see, Scala is one of the popular and many users are using, and Python nowadays so popular. Even I am also interested. Give number one rank for Python programming because n number of or rich number of packages are incorporated in Python programming. That's why it is so popular and a free
दिनेश
open
पूछ रहे
source
हैं बहुत ज्यादा।
tool. Very good question. And see, Python and Scala and Java, you know already. So I'm giving ranking Python programming, then go for Scala, then Java, then R programming. And even Google released a Go programming language. Fantastic question. This is my answer for your question. I think you got it.
Sir, sir,
Yeah. Ask me.
sir, it's Mahesh Maheshwari from BTech Computer Science first year. Sir, I
Yeah.
want to ask what is the role of data scientist in data analysis?
Yeah, very good question, Maheshwar. See, being a data scientist, you are taking the huge volume of data from various sources, and you are storing those data sets in the server or data center. Then you are applying machine learning algorithms or statistical techniques like linear regression, classifying the data, and non-linear regression, classifying the data. So we are using huge volume of data. So being a data scientist, your integration of data, I mean machine learning algorithms plus statistical techniques plus computer knowledge. These three things, if you are having, you can be a data scientist. Nowadays, data scientist is a great job opportunity in the industry. It is a buzzword in the industry. The highly paid customers, I mean highly paid employees of data scientist. So data scientist can have knowledge on statistics first, then machine learning algorithms, then computer knowledge. These three things are involved. A person call it as a data scientist. Maheshwar, very good question. Give a big round of applause to him.
Sir,
He
it's
asked a
Mahesh.
fantastic question.
Sir, it's Mahesh.
Mahesh. Oh, nice. Okay. Any more questions? Sir, how many students are there so far?
So it's approximate 68 right now. Actually,
Okay.
we have one problem we faced, as because of
Okay.
I don't know that how it is possible. That is the total number of audience permission
Yeah.
were 250 earlier, but right now I
Okay.
can see that the total number of audience participation will be maximum 100.
It's
Okay.
okay. It's okay. It's okay, sir.
So,
No problem. Thank you.
so it's in queue. It's in queue. Means maximum are
Yes.
in queue. They are joining, and someone is lifting something. It's in,
Yes, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your information. Okay. Now I'm moving. Any more questions? Shall we move to Spark framework or any queries still you are having? Please ask me. If no queries, we'll move to Spark framework.
Hello, sir. So
Ask
my
me,
name is
please.
Anshul Singh. I am from BTech CS first year. So
Yeah,
my question
please.
is, how would we transfer unstructured data into structured data?
Yeah, very good question, very good question. See, if you are using WhatsApp, you are having complete unstructured data is there, like audio, video, images, text. Okay, now I am storing that unstructured data in the system. I am applying the pre-processing techniques like binning. We are using pre-processing techniques. Okay, for extracting noisy data, dirty data, and inconsistent data, and okay, we are removing, suppose Mahesh age is -15, system will take -15. No, because it is a, see, inconsistent data. So if I am taking unstructured data, I am pre-processing that data, converting into structured data. So for that purpose, I am using pre-processing techniques for converting unstructured data into structured data. Okay, there are some techniques we are using: binning technique, box flat technique, and simply you can convert even if you use Excel or Hadoop, Spark, some specific tools for conversion of unstructured data into structured data. Very good question. Being a first year student, I'm proud of you. You are asking a final year question like conversion of unstructured data into structured data. Once we got structured data, we can analyze the data very easily with the help of various tools. Very good question.
Thank you, sir. Sir, one more question.
Yeah, please ask me.
Sir, if I send a message to someone in a group that a message is spreading some rumors or it is illegal, is that WhatsApp or any company have, the big data is able to read that message and delete it or analyze the data what I am sending?
Hello.
Yeah, definitely. What is your name? Same. What? Okay. See, I'll in this scenario, I would like to reveal one interesting story. I think everybody having
90,
Gmail account. Yeah, everybody having Gmail account.
90,
Okay.
90, 90.
So Gmail, are you thinking that Gmail is safe? Yes, Gmail is safe, sir. So far, in the year 2000, I have created my Gmail. Still, I am using past 20 years without having any problem. Okay, but 16 people knows what you are doing in Gmail, whether you are sending unwanted messages, unwanted images from your mail to another mail. There is a research group at USA in Google Research Center. 16 people are working on Gmail server. They know what sort of images, what sort of information you are sending end to end, system to system, server to server. Okay, so be careful while transferring such kind of images, unwanted messages from even in WhatsApp also. So in the back end, somebody is watching what sort of behavior with you, whether you are sending unwanted images or unwanted messages, everything. So the Google, see, 16 people are working on research. They are doing research on this Gmail server. This is a small hint for you. So wherever internet is there, there is a problem, security problem is there. So definitely somebody is watching what sort of information you are sending to your mobile to other. Once you connected internet, you are out of zone. That means you are in a surveillance. Keep in mind. Okay.
That means privacy is still a myth for, like,
yeah, exactly. So
using big data would make any changes to that, like the big data
still
ensures encryptivity.
yes, exactly. There are encryption, cyber security technologies they are using and making highly confidential of the data. Still, research is ongoing. Where can we stop in these security levels? See, every day hacker is coming and hacking the data. Who can stop them? We are increasing. See, Bitcoin came into the picture. Blockchain technology came into the picture for analyzing the security aspects. Very good question. Very good question. Still, research is ongoing, and be careful if you switch on internet in your mobile. Be careful, and we should be aware. We need to mind it. What type of messages, what type of images we are transferring, sending. Blindly don't forward any kind of messages or images. It leads to a crime. So now even WhatsApp, they gave strict warning, and they are keeping your data in their server. And if it is unwanted, they are deleting the data in WhatsApp server. Recently, Facebook purchased WhatsApp also. Mark Zuckerberg purchased WhatsApp. Okay, and they have incorporated into the Facebook company. Very good question. Thank you. And any more questions? Shall we move to
Sir,
Spark framework? Yeah. Please.
sir, if in WhatsApp there is end-to-end encryption, right?
Yeah. It is there now. Recently, they have incorporated that feature in the WhatsApp.
So, if after end-to-end encryption, it should not be possible to.
No. Even though there is a research team working behind of WhatsApp server, they know what sort of images, text you are sending to others, and they don't want to reveal such kind of information, because you can claim or you can go for a court. Why you are revealing sort of information? There is a restriction. If it is a social issue, definitely they are going to reveal by the request of Indian government, like that. Otherwise, you can make a petition on them. If it is valid information, it is useful information to the society, whether you have sent a valid image or valid message for the public, it is useful, then you can have a petition on them. They don't want to reveal such kind of thing. If it is harming to the society, or it is spoiling, ruining the world, then they are going to reveal who has sent this message. See, it happened when Rashtrapati, one customer or one user sent a message in Bombay. I want to kill you tomorrow at and so time. So that message extracted where such kind of information also we are extracting with help of big data analytics. It is a interested analytic. Once again, I am going to have a great fun of this one. See, we are extracting interested, meaningful analytics from the that social media information. Yeah, very good question once again. Any? So shall I move to Spark framework now? Okay. Thank you for your questions. Okay. Do you want to break 5 minutes, or shall I continue?
Sir, it will be better if we continue.
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay. Spark is a software programming framework. What I am going to cover today, what are the Spark basics, and what is meant by RDD, resilient distributed data. So how we are using C, C++, Java programming, like data sets, data types like a character, integer, float, double, long double, string, arrays, functions, structures, pointers. These are the data types we are using. Same way, in Spark programming framework, we are using resilient distributed data sets. And then what are the Spark transformations are available? I'm going to execute Spark transformations in the environment of Spark. Then Spark actions. What are the Spark actions are there? So transformations like map and flat map and sample. These are the examples. Then Spark actions. Actions are max, min, standard deviation, average, various statistical topics come into the picture. Spark actions. Then Spark with machine learning. So there is a mlib, machine learning library is presented, where you can see the various kinds of classification techniques, clustering techniques, association rule mining techniques, outlier detection, and recommender engine techniques. Various techniques we are using in this machine learning. Then hands-on Spark, I am going to teach you, and I am going to execute few transformations, actions, and machine learning library, classification, clustering, and association rule mining techniques. Then finally, what are the research challenges are there in Spark environment? I'm going to teach you. Then this is the logo of Spark. See the beautiful sentence about Spark is a free and open source software web application framework or software programming and domain specific language written in Java, but it supports Python programming, Scala programming, R programming. That is the greatness of Spark. Spark is an alternative to other Java web application frameworks such as JAX RS, Play framework, and Spring MVC. These are the alternative tools of Spark. Apache Spark is a general purpose and a cluster in-memory computing system. My dear students, I would like to point out here what is in-memory computing system. You know, why do we want to use memory? Memory is used to store the data in the server. There are two kinds of data we are using in the real-time environment. One is permanent memory and one more is a temporary memory. So permanent memory, we used to call it as ROM, read-only memory. And we are using temporary memory is RAM, random access memory. So this Spark entirely depends on the in-memory computing system. That means it is not loading data from the server. First time it will load from the server, then while processing the data, in between it load the data from in-memory means RAM. Quickly we are loading the data with help of RAM. That is called in-memory computing system. You may get doubt, very big doubt. That is, sir, RAM is a temporary memory, volatile memory. How we are retrieving and extracting or reading data from RAM? Yes, it is whenever power goes off, content will be erased. So, but here it will store data temporarily, but there is a backup in the system. The RAM, a huge computing RAM we are using. So whenever power goes off, it retrieves the data within fraction of seconds. That is the greatness of in-memory computing system. Every time it loads the data from RAM, that is called in-memory computing. How it loads, I'm going to explain. Then what is Spark? Spark is a fast and expressive cluster computing system. See, cluster computing, everybody knows, collection of similar kind of servers at one place is called cluster computing. Suppose you are using SBI online app in your mobile. Suppose one server failures out of 100 servers, no problem. Remaining 99 servers are giving service. It giving resume to your application or your service. So that is the greatness of cluster computing. That is, we can call it as a fault tolerance. Fault tolerance is nothing but one system failure. If error occurred, no problem. Out of 100 servers, one system got failed or struck or anything happened, no problem. Remaining 99 servers are giving service to the applicants. That is the greatness of cluster computing and as well as fault tolerance. That's why all the organizations or MNCs, they are establishing their data centers at different locations and different continents with distributed manner because of fast computation, and there may be a chance of attacking terrorists on the data center. It may collapse. That's why they are establishing 2 or more data centers in different continents. One data center got failure, remaining data center gives resume for the applicants. That means the data is storing in all the data centers. That is called mirroring. That is called copying same data from one data center, another data center simultaneously. So that's why it is so popular. It is 100 times better than the Hadoop environment. That's why it is so popular nowadays. It is so efficient, and general execution graphs like Facebook. Now I would like to know Sangam University computer science students, how many are there? I want to make cluster. So I want to know how many Sangam University computer science students are in one cluster. I want to generate a graph. For that purpose, I can use Spark framework. It is in-memory storage and it is having rich APIs, application programming interfaces in Java, Scala, Python, or programming. It is interactive shell is there. You can have a GUI and interactive command prompt. Both we can use. Then it provides high-level APIs in Java, Scala, and Python, and an optimized engine that supports general execution graphs, especially on Facebook analytics. We are using Spark framework. Then provides various high-level tools like Spark SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language, which is the product of Oracle company. And for structured data processing, we are using SQL. For unstructured data, we are going for Hadoop and Spark environment. And we are using mlib for machine learning. mlib, machine learning library we are using. And there we are using classification, clustering, association, rule mining, outlier detection, recommender engine, various machine learning algorithms we are using. And Spark was introduced by Apache Software Foundation, that is called ASF, for speeding of the Hadoop computational computing software process. And Spark is not a modified version of Hadoop. Keep in mind, all of you, my dear students, Spark is not a modified version of Hadoop, and is not really dependent on Hadoop because it has its own cluster management. Hadoop is just one of the ways to implement Spark. Spark uses Hadoop in 2 ways. The first one is for storage purpose, we are using HDFS, and it is second one is processing purpose, we are using MapReduce. MapReduce is a programming model where we are writing Java, Python, R, Scala, and we are compiling, executing, and finally deploying the application. And first one is storage. We are using HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System, for storage of a huge volume of data. Since Spark has its own cluster management computation, it uses Hadoop for storage purpose only. Keep in mind. Then, so once again, Apache Spark is a lightning fast cluster computing technology designed for fast computation. It is based on Hadoop MapReduce, and it extends the MapReduce model and to efficiently use it for more types of computations, which includes interactive queries and stream processing. The main features of Spark is its in-memory cluster computing. I told you last slide that increases the processing speed of an application. Then see, if you see this video, you come to know what is Spark.
Sir, just
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
The audience, I would like to request you that we'd like to share, we'll share a feedback form to you all in that particular chat group. I will send the link and kindly fill that particular form with very carefully, and based on that particular form, we'll issue the certificate. Okay. So
Yes.
I hope we are expecting that you all will fill the that form, that feedback form, with very minutely, because there is some personal questions as well as some technical questions are there. Okay, so kindly fill the form. Thank you, sir. You can continue.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir, the video.
It is not coming. Audio is not coming.
Sir, audio is not coming.
Okay. I'll move to next slide. Okay, Spark is a successor of MapReduce. I told you MapReduce is a programming model. For processing purpose, we are using MapReduce. MapReduce is the heart of Hadoop that consists of two parts. Map function and reduce function are there. With the help of that, we are creating the program. Maps and reducers are programs for processing the data. And map process the data first to give some intermediate output, which is further processed by the reduce to generate the final output. Thus, map reduce allows for the distributed processing of the map and reduce reduction operations. If you see the major features of Spark: speed, usability, in-memory computing, pillar to sophisticated analytics, real-time streaming processing like YouTube analytics, even stock market analytics, and traffic data real-time analytics we can generate, and active, progressive, and expanding community. And Apache Spark is the next generation big data tool that is considered as a future of big data and a successor of MapReduce. And evolution of Apache Spark, which is developed by UC Berkeley's AMP lab by Mehdi Jaharia in the year 2009. It was open sourced since 2010 under BSD license. It is a free of cost. Then it was donated to Apache Software Foundation in the year 2013. Now Apache Spark has become a top level Apache project from February 2014. See, Spark core. Spark is a distributed data analytics engine generalizing MapReduce. Spark is a core engine with the streaming flow of data between one system to another system. SQL language we can have in the Spark, machine learning and graph processing modules. See, in order to generate database analytics, traditional database analytics or relational database analytics, we are using Spark SQL. Then if you want to generate Facebook analytics, WhatsApp Analytics, we are going to use GraphX graph tool in the Spark environment. If we want to use machine learning algorithms such as clustering, classification, association rule mining, outlier detection, recommender engine, how many of you known? See, if you are searching in Amazon, Flipkart, today you are searching Samsung M30s Galaxy Mobile today. Tomorrow it will show automatically on your browser. You are searching for next version of Samsung because of recommender engine is working in the background. The all research scientists are working on Amazon research industry. They are using machine learning algorithms, recommendation engine. Then we are using a Spark streaming real time. So here we are using a pig programming language, data flow language. Okay, Spark core consists of, see, the finally, precisely we can call it as a Spark is an alternative to MapReduce. Yes. Compatibility with the HDFS. Yes. HBase and Yarn. HBase, HDFS is a Hadoop distributed file system, and HBase is a Hadoop databases. Even Facebook, they are using HBase and Hive database and data warehousing tool. Previously, they have used Cassandra tool, but it is not properly performing joins and triggers. That's why they removed Cassandra tool. Now Facebook shifted to HBase and Hive databases in their background. Their database tools are HBase and Hive. And Yarn, yet another resource negotiator. And Spark SQL components to access structured data. Yes. Traditional databases like relational databases, SQL, MySQL, Teradata, MS Access, DB2, etc. And a stable API, application programming interfaces. We are using various APIs we are using in the Spark. You can use a PySpark also, PySpark. Python packages we can incorporate into Spark, that is called PySpark. Then support for multiple languages like Python programming, Java programming, R programming, and Scala programming. These are the 4 languages we are using in Spark framework. And library support. It is called precisely about the Spark framework. Then coming to why Spark, I think few students are getting why Spark. Now we have seen so much knowledge of PySpark. Spark is a faster than MapReduce. Yes, obviously, when it comes to the processing, the same amount of data multiple times rather than unloading and loading new data. There are 5 reasons why Spark matters to business. So Spark is simpler and usually much faster than the MapReduce for the usual machine learning and data analytics applications. First reason, Spark enables use cases. Yes, traditional Hadoop can't handle. That's why we are going for Spark. Then Spark is fast because of in-memory computation. Keep in mind, at last I am going to ask you questions. Okay, so whereas in Hadoop, it is not using in-memory computation. Every time the data set loading from the hard disk, once we are loading, it takes so much time because the file size is terabytes, petabytes, zettabytes. Huge volume of data every time you are loading from the server or data center. It takes so much time. That's why we are using Spark. Spark is fast because of once you loaded the data, it's enough. Every time it loads from the RAM, that is called in-memory computation. Spark can use your existing big data investment. Yes. And Spark speaks SQL, structured query language we are using. And Spark is developer friendly. So you can use 4 languages. That's why, like Python, R, Java, Scala. These are the 5 reasons of Spark. Then see, comparatively Hadoop, why Spark is preferable? So whom do we compare with? Hadoop. What we mean by fast to write, fast to run. Yes. Now see the difference. I am going to explain Hadoop. What it does usually, a client loading data from the data centers like servers. See, high integration of high computing power at one place is called data center. From that data center or server, we are loading the data. So then it is performing with help of here HDFS works. Then here MapReduce works. Then every time you are writing and reading, every time you are reading the data, then you are writing the data. See, every time it is loading from the server data center. That's why it is taking too much time to load the data, because the size is terabytes, petabytes of data. If you take same scenario in Spark, Spark loads only one time from the server or data center, then it loads to the system. So every time the processing, once we are using MapReduce for processing, it is writing and loading from the RAM only. That's why so fast, 100 times better than the Hadoop environment, because of in-memory computation. And finally we are getting the output. This is the reason we are preferring Spark environment. I have shared a Spark laboratory schedule also. If you want, you can have in the laboratory, in our college, in our university, and I'm going to give all the solutions of that laboratory part today. And see, most of machine learning algorithms are interactive because each iteration can improve the results. Yes, obviously. If you see in deep learning subject, we are studying two major algorithms such as convolutional neural networks and recurrent neural networks. So both are neural networks. We are using so many hidden layers for computation purpose, for increasing the increasing the results. We are going to use a number of hidden layers for increasing the iterations. So those are the best algorithms of deep learning techniques. So deep learning is a combination of machine learning and you can have data mining algorithms and the statistical algorithms we are using in the deep learning techniques. So especially neural networks is the backbone of deep learning techniques. Convolutional CNN and RNN. CNN stands for convolutional neural networks, and RNN stands for convolutional recurrent neural networks. For image processing especially, we are using CNN and RNN. Okay, for data processing. And with a disk-based approach, each iteration output is written to disk, making it slow. You know, I have already explained. Hadoop execution flow, how it happens. See, input data on the disk. First MapReduce one. It takes data and it will perform the tuples. I mean, number of instances. Okay, instances are nothing but tuples, are nothing but records. File is a collection of records. Database is a collection of related data, interrelated data. A table is nothing but collection of rows and columns, or you can call it as a tuples, or you can call it as a instances. So in Hadoop, execution flow takes every time reading from the data from the disk. That's why it is taking hours. It takes hours of time for loading one zettabytes of data. Same data set, if you are applying in Spark execution flow, only first time
Sir,
it takes the time.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, sorry for disturbance. Sir, actually, I would like to
Go for practice. Yeah. Now I'm going to start. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, many of the participants are asking for the practicals mainly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm skipping the theory part.
Thank you.
See, these are the features and these are the components. These are the Apache Spark framework. and these are the core. This is the ecosystem, and these are the machine learning library part. And okay, I'm skipping. And okay, I'm going to start the practical part. These are the languages supported. See, this slide only 1 minute. In the recent 2019 Spark survey, 72% of Spark users are evaluated the Spark language. 68% were using Python programming in the year 2019. 81 are using Scala. One of your student asked which language is so popular and free. 81% are using Scala, 68% are Python, 41% Java, 28% are programming they are using. And Scala is nothing but scalable language. Keep in mind, just I'm skipping. And sorry for skipping all these. These fundamentals are very, very important, but due to time consistent, I'm skipping. First, you need to install in your system Apache Spark. There are 7 steps are there. I'm going to forward this PowerPoint presentation to Kuntal sir. He will Barwa sir. He will forward to you so that you can have a installation of Spark. 7 steps. First, you need to have Java installation, then verifying Scala and downloading Scala, installing Scala. Then Spark installation in Ubuntu also you can do same steps. I am forwarding to your sir. Installing Java, installing Scala, installing Maven plugin for implementation of Java. Then install Spark. Same version you can use in Windows platform. Install Java and set Java environment variable, and installing Scala. So installing Spark and installing SBT, then installing Maven. These steps I am going to forward to your sir. Now I am going to execute first experiment. See here, before going to first experiment, what is meant by RDD? RDD is nothing but resilient distributed data. How we are using C++, Java data types, same way we are using RDD is a data type in Spark programming language. Now see the first experiment. What is RDD? RDD stands for resilient distributed data. Now I am taking a health data set. Suppose, assume that COVID data set I am taking. COVID data set is nothing but all the image data set I am taking. A single person image I am taking, and a huge collection of images in a database. I am call it as a COVID data set. So that data set I am giving to the Spark environment. First, it will convert into RDD. RDD is nothing but resilient distributed data. See, first we have given a raw data set to the system. It will convert into RDD with help of data set called RDD. It is immutable. Once converted into RDD means it is immutable. You cannot change that data. So that is just keep in mind. I'm reminding. Once a data set is converted into RDD means it is immutable. Now, first program I'm going to execute. Write a Scala program to perform addition of 2 numbers. See, in Scala programming, how to execute this program. Very simple. I'm going to explain. See, object, like in Java programming, how we are writing. Public static void main. Same here. Object, my class. So object here is a class. So my class is a name of the file, under definition. DEF stands for definition, and my file name is add. Add is my file name, and I'm declaring 2 variables, x and y. X is an integer type, y is an integer type, and making addition x plus y. Then definition and main arguments, everything. Suppose we are giving integers, it will convert into string. That is called arguments array of string. It does. So then print sum of, that is a printf statement. Print sum of x plus y. So with the help of string, add 2510. We are getting x plus y 35. I am executing this program. You can execute n number of programs. I am going to share with you now in online compilers. You can use any online compiler. I am providing this URL to you. Wait 1 minute. I am going to execute this program. Sir, my screen is visible. Sir, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, my dear students, please see the. Yeah, I'm giving online compiler right now for you. You can use this one, or individually you can install Spark framework in your laptop with Linux operating system or Windows operating system. Now I'm going to execute this program. Whatever I have explained, same program I am going to execute now. See here, this is the editor I am using in Scala environment. Object my class and definition add. So add is my program file name, and the entire file name is a my class. So it is a case sensitive programming language. M should be capital, and then it will convert it into string. Everything integers are converted into string. Now I'm taking x and y are the integer types. I'm expecting the output also integer type. Add of 2, 25, 10. See now, see I'm executing this program. Here the button is executing. So in the doodle, JDoodle, it is an online compiler. Now see all of you. See here the output.
Sir, yeah. Screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. Wait one
Not
second.
to me.
Okay. Wait. I'm going to share once again. Share. Thank you. Now check all of you. Now my screen is visible. Sir, Baruba sir, please.
No, sir.
Now it is not. Just a minute. I'm sharing.
Yeah.
Now check.
Yeah.
Now it is okay, sir.
Yes, sir. It is okay.
See, all of you, whatever I have explained in the program, same thing. Now this PPT is visible. Sir, please.
Yes, sir.
Student. Okay. Now see the. I'm going to show you this one. Now this screen is visible. So I'm changing the. Yeah, I'm changing the value here. 10. Then 15 plus 15. So you can have this one, and right now you can execute this one. So it is online compiler for Scala programming. If you want to learn more things, more programs are available. Now see here the output of this program. Sum of x plus y 30. Okay, that is warning. It never mind. It won't do anything. So this is a simple program. How to add two numbers of integer values. Then now see all of you. One more program I am going to execute. Now my screen is visible, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now see one more program, one more transformation I am going to execute. Same way you can execute all the Spark transformations in the JDoodle. You can execute. Okay. And see, this is one program I have explained. You can execute n number of programs. Write a Scala program for factorial of a given n number. N is equal to 5. You can execute the factorial n 5 is, you can get 120. So that program also available. I am forwarding to you. Same manner you can execute. This is the syntax you need to learn, and you need to write. Very simple. It is a mixture of Java, C. Very simple language Scala. User friendly. User friendly means you can do Python, Java, or any language can support. Now I'm going to explain Spark transformations. Spark transformations are map, filter, flat map, group by key, sample, union, join, distinct. These are the various transformations are there. Now I'm going to explain. Transformations are lazy evaluated operations. Mainly we are using for logical data unit Spark. An RDD is a distributed collection of objects, and transformations are lazy because are not executed immediately. Transformations can be executed only when actions are called. Yes, actions like maximum, minimum, average, standard deviation, etc. Now I am explaining and executing first transformation, that is called map. See, what is map? How do we use map function for our data sets? One student asked one question, sir, how do we convert unstructured data into structured data? Now see the simple example. I'm converting x integer values like x character values, x containing array of BAC, and BAC are the characters. I'm containing x in array. I'm storing. This is called array of characters. String is nothing but array of characters. I'm containing x containing array of characters, then y. Now map function, what it does, it is a transformation function. Pass each element of the RDD through the supplied function. Now x containing BAC and y, on y I'm performing x dot map. Now I'm using this conversion x dot map. I'm showing a sample z is equal to z comma 1. See, I'm showing simple and convert this x into x dot map. It will store the output in the y. Now see how the output y became b comma 1, a comma 1, c comma 1. This is the conversion we are using map function. It is one of the transformation function. My dear student, one student asked one question. How do we convert unstructured data into structured data? This is a simple example. You can have n number of transformations for conversion of unstructured data into structured data. Now I'm going to execute this one. You can use this URL. Again, online. I'm using online compiler for Scala environment. See, my screen is visible. Wait. Sir, my screen is visible. Hello, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Suppose I would like to run my Scala environment. See, first I am executing this one. You can have and execute. Okay, I'm reading this entire data set. It will convert. I'm copying this one. It is not. 1 second. Now see this one. I'm executing this one. Here it should map a1 comma 1, and it is. I need to go for execute. This Doodle compiler, it is not showing. Actually, if you see same URL, Here you can execute, see, same program, hello world program. See, same. So let me execute first this program. Write a Scala program to print a hello world program. So now, same. I have explained object hello world. See here in the command prompt, it is showing hello world. See, it is printed here. The screen is visible. See, right side we got result. Hello world program. Check all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this program. So same way you can execute many programs in Scala. You can use either jdoodle.com or tutorials.point.com. Here also it will support uh, for executing all Java programs. Okay, and this is one sample program, and previously we have checked addition of two numbers, and this is one more sample program, hello world program, how to print. Same manner, we can use one more compiler, online compiler you can use and execute, and we got the hello world. Okay, Scala. See, this is the execution style, Scala C, star dot Scala, Scala and file name. My file name is hello world. Through command prompt, you can execute Scala space hello world is a file name. Once you press that one in the command prompt, once you installed Spark in your laptop, it is going to execute through command prompt. You got it, hello world. This is the way you can execute n number of even transformations. And one more transformation, let me finish this filter concept. See, filter is one of the transformation value x, and I am providing URL also. You can execute these programs. Value x containing array 1 2 3 integers. I am containing my array, and sc means Spark context dot parallelize. Parallelize nothing but parallelly it can run. Suppose it is a small file, that's why we are using parallelize. If the file size is at petabytes and terabytes, definitely we are going for sc.parallelize. Then what I am expecting output, x.filter n is equal to n modulo division by 2, exactly equal to 1. So modulo division always gives us reminder, and division gives us always quotient. Okay, and now I'm going to see the output of this program. You can see print y dot collect dot mk string. Definitely first iteration it will print 1 modulo division by 2. It gives reminder 1. That's why we got output 1. Then 2 modulo division by 2, reminder 0. It won't print. Next 3 modulo division by 2. It gives reminder 1. That's why we are printing 1 comma 3. So likewise filter function. Next flat map. X is equal to sc dot parallelize array of 1 2 3. Now one student asked this question. See how to do flat map for all the files. X dot flat map. My x input is a123 and my output variable y. X dot flat map. I'm applying a transformation function. N is equal to array of n into 100. And 42, I am showing a sample. Now I am executing println of y dot collect dot make string. Now see output how you got. I am explaining. First iteration 1 it takes 1 comma 1 into 100 100. Then 42 it will print as it is. Next second iteration, second n value is 2, 2 into 100 200. Then 42 will be remain same. Then third iteration 3 and 3 into 100 300. Then 42. So this is called flat map. We can convert unstructured data into structured data in this way. Then group by. Group by is one of the transformation function. It is a transformation function. When we called on a data set of k, keys and values pairs, it returns a data set of k comma iterable v pairs. Now see my x contains input John, Fred, Anna, James. Now y is equal to, see my x is a string of my array contains my array contains John, Fred, Anna, James. Now what I am doing, I'm converting transformation function. I'm applying x dot group by. You might be seen in the DBMS database management systems. There is a commands like group by. X dot group by. I'm showing first word. W is equal to word. W dot char at 0 and first position. That means first position. It will apply for all the data set like John, Fred, Anna, James. So y dot, I'm expecting the output println y dot collect dot mk string with separated comma. Now first position, A with how many words are there? Anna, James. That's why we are getting A with Anna, okay, and J with John and James. See, it is a group by function. It is grouping. Then F means Fred. F with the Fred. This is the group by function. Now, see, same way group by key. And one more transformation, group by key. When we called on a data set of k comma v pairs, returns a data set of k pairs. Now, my x containing input is b with 5, b with 4, a with 3, a with 2, a with 1. This is the input data set I am taking. Now I am converting y value, y output is a output variable y, x dot group by key. Now I am doing transformation function. I'm expecting output y dot collect dot mk string. Now how many group by key does a with how many integers are there? A with 3, 2, 1. Yes, it grouped by key. Next, B with 5, 4. That's why we got output B with 5, 4. This is called a group by key. And union. Union is one of the simple transformation function. It returns. You can execute in same compilers. Whatever I have shown, both compilers are for Spark transformations and Spark actions and Spark programs also. You can use. I am sending this PPT to you, your sir. Your sir will forward to you. Now union function, how it works? X value contain 1, 2, 3 with 2 sets, and I am expecting Y with 3, 4 one set. Now I am grouping Z is equal to X dot union of Y. See, I am getting output value zoom out. That means output zoom out. Z dot gloam. Gloam is one of the action function. Dot collect. It is a printf statement. Now output what I am getting? It is grouping like union function X union Y, A union B. How it does in mathematical terminology, same thing it happened in the Spark also. Now see, my output variable Z, I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. These are the two data sets. I mean the output of 2, X and Y. Finally, I'm getting the output X dot union X containing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So one data set, 2, 2, 3, one data set, and 3, 4. We need to make 2. That's why we are getting 2. Then join function. How join function works in DBMS? Same way here also. If you have a relational database exercise, this will be easy. It's a joining of two data sets, X containing A with 1, B with 2. Now I'm doing Y with SC. SC means Spark context dot parallelize of array A, 3, A, 4, B, 5. And Z is equal to X dot join of Y. So definitely see, A with how many integers are? A with 1, 3, A with 1, 4, and B with 2, 5. Yes, B2, B5. So B with 2, 5, A with 1, 3, 1, 4. This is join function, join transformation function. Next, distinct function returns a new RDD with distinct elements within a source RDD. Value X SC dot parallelize. My X contains 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Some duplicate value is there. Now my function is a transformation function. How it does? Y is equal to X dot distinct. One student asked unstructured data to structured data. This is the way. Now unwanted data is there. I need only 1, 2, 3, 4, but 2 times 3 appears. So I want to make it refined data. For that case, I'm using X dot distinct. It is one of the pre-processing technique. So I'm getting the output 1, 2, 3 because of a distinct transformation function. Next, key by. Key by. It constructs two component tuples like instances by applying a function on each data item. Now see, my X contains, my X input is John, Fred, Anna, James, and my value Y contains X dot key by that gives W means word dot character at 0th position. So println y dot collect dot mk string. So I'm getting a key by J with John, yes, F with Fred, A with Anna, J with James. So key by function works like this. And the final function is zip. This is the last transformation function. Be patient. Joins two RDDs by combining the ith of either a partition with each other. My X contains A with 1, 2, 3 and Y is equal to X dot map of N is equal to N into N. That means N square. Now I'm making Z is equal to X dot zip of Y. What it does? Zip is a function for calculating whatever we are mapping. See, now I am getting the output 1 into 1, 1 I am getting. 2 into 2, 2 into 2. So 2 with 2 square, 4. 3 with 3 square. Zip means we are printing the output in the zipped manner. Next, coming to the Spark actions. Spark programs we have seen. Hello World program and addition of two numbers. And Spark transformations we have seen. Now I am going to explain. I think time is okay. 110. Actions. Spark actions. See, Spark actions are returns final result of the RDD computations or operations. So actions produces a value back to the Spark driver program. It may trigger a previously constructed and lazy RDD to be evaluated. Action function materialize a value in a Spark program. So basically an action is a RDD operation that returns a value of any type of RDD. Now see, before going to Spark actions, we are using RDD because of it is a main logical data unit. It is a mutable data. RDD is a distributed collection of objects. And actions are returns the final output of the result, RDD computation. Now see, first one, collect. Collect is a Spark action. It collects, returns the elements of the data set as an array back to the driver program. See, now I'm taking in the X sc dot parallelize. My array X contains 1, 2, 3 with the two data sets. Then Y is equal to X dot collect. That means it prints output. Collect is a Spark action output statement, you can call it as. And I'm getting output 1, 2, 3. The X is just I'm printing X dot collect means it will print whatever the X contains. X contains 1, 2, 3. Same way reduce function. See, all of you reduce. Reduce is a Spark action. It aggregates the elements of a data set through function. So value X is equal to sc dot parallelize. My X contains 1, 2, 3, 4. Y is equal to X dot reduce of A comma B. I'm showing the output variable sample. A comma B implies to A plus B. Now reduce function, what it does, it aggregates the elements of a data set through function. So through function we are executing this reduce function in Scala command prompt. It gives output 1 plus 2, 3. Again 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. So now that's why I'm getting the output Y10. Same way aggregate function. See, all of you aggregate. How it works in SQL. The aggregate function allows the user to apply two different reduce functions to the RDD. Now I'm taking val. Val means variable. Val is a data type and input RDD is a variable name. Sc dot parallelize of list is a data set. Sc is a Spark context. Parallelize, we are making different systems, parallelizing. List is a data type of maths 21, English 22, science 31, with the 3 data sets are there. 3 sets are there, that's why we are keeping 3. Then value result, what I am expecting, input RDD dot aggregate of 3 data sets like ACC, that account value implies account value plus value underscore 2, account 1 and account 2, then implies account 1 plus account 2. That means, see, first partition what I am doing, sum of all elements plus 3, 0 value. Partition 2, sum of all elements plus 3, 0 value. Sum of all elements plus 3, 0 value. That means partition 1 plus partition 2 plus partition 3 plus 3 of 0 value. So English, see, 21 plus 22 plus 31 plus 4 into 3, 12. So total value is 86. This is way aggregate function works. If you see simple function max, max is a one of the Spark transformation, Spark action. It returns the largest element in the RDD. So I am containing value x. I am containing value x, sc dot parallelize of array 2, 4, 1. I am containing 2, 4, 1. So my x contains 2, 4, 1. I am expecting the maximum value of the given data set x. What is the given data set x? 2, 4, 1. And I'm expecting the maximum value. This is a small data set, that's why you are getting within fraction of second. Suppose I am giving a huge volume of data, I would like to find out a maximum COVID patients in the worldwide. That is the COVID data set I am giving. It gives immediate result. The maximum value is USA. It is going to reveal such interested analytics. If you don't know, we are applying that COVID data set as input to the system. It is going to perform action on that data set. The final output we are getting 4 because of maximum value. Next, count number of elements in the data set. I would like to find out how many number of data sets are presented in the data set. So how many patients are there in the COVID data set? I would like to find out. My X contains COVID data set, like X is containing Apple and BT and B tries. Now what I'm expecting, Y is equal to X dot count. Spark action, X dot count gives us output value is Y is equal to 3 because the X contains Apple, BT, B tries. It will count 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 1. So that's why I'm getting output 3. Then sum of all the variable, all the values in the X contains. My X is 2, 4, 1. And I'm expecting the output Y is equal to X dot sum. And so 2 plus 4 plus 1, I'm getting 7. That is some, that is a Spark action. Next, mean of given RDD value x is equal to sc dot parallelize of array of 2, 4, 1. Next, I would like to find out mean. Everybody knows mean 2 plus 4 plus 1 by 3. So here we are taking x dot mean. It is giving value is 2.33333. We are getting with accuracy. And standard deviation an aggregate function, that is standard deviation of set of numbers. So my x contains 2, 4, 1 and y is equal to x dot standard deviation. I'm getting 1.2472191. This is the standard deviation of Spark action. Next, count by key. This is only available on RDDs of keys and values, and it returns a hash map. Hash is a one of the function, and hash map is a one of the Spark function. K means keys, count of keys, and how many keys are presented with that particular letter. X contains array of J with James, F with Fred, A with Anna, J with John, and I'm expecting the output y is equal to x dot count by key, and a with one time count by key. Only a with Anna one time I got it, that's why I'm keeping 1. J with James, J with John 2 times I got it, that's why it is count by key, J with 2. And F with 1 Fred, this is count by key. Then get number of partitions. See here, my x contains 1 comma 2 comma 3 with the 2 partitions. And now I am expecting x dot partitions dot size. What is the size? So 2, 1 comma 2 comma 3 with the size is 2 partition. That's why it is a get number partition. Suppose in Sangam University, how many branches are there? How many departments are there? I would like to know. I can apply get number partitions. It will give 7 or 8 departments. So I'm applying x dot partition size. Okay, I would like to find out COVID patients, positive or negative. How many partitions? Two partitions. So I can use this get partitions. So this is the way we can execute Spark actions, transformations, likewise. And is it okay? I'm going fast. Tell me. So far, I have executed a Spark program, fundamental programs, addition of 2 numbers, and a Hello World program, then followed by the Spark transformations and Spark actions.